Oh no! Fidelity says most Americans are not ready to retire. I actually got this from a Axios article. I don't know how it came across my screen, but just mind my own business down here in the old whiteboard room. Many of you guys have asked for the whiteboard back, but you see I have that treadmill there, and it's tough to get in here with the treadmill. You know what I'm saying? I guess I could stand here, but anyway. And I said, so what is this based on there, Fidelity? So I read the Axios article, and the Axios article just has some guy from ARP, the clowns at ARP, saying 59% of Americans don't have a retirement plan. And he doesn't mean a retirement plan like dealing with a financial planner. He means they don't have a 401k or an IRA. Oh my goodness, inherently, if they don't have an IRA or 401k, they can't retire. Heavens to Murgatroyd, whatever that freaking thing is from the old days. They don't have a retirement plan. They can't retire. So stupid. And all these guys want to sit there and say, oh, how to increase retirement is by making accessible 401ks and IRAs. There are these things called brokerage accounts. Shocking. You can open a brokerage account like $5 a month, dude. Crazy. I don't know what the Star Fund at Vanguard does. Easy peasy. You don't need much money to open a brokerage account. Just because it's not an IRA or 401k doesn't mean you can't use that money for retirement. Does anyone not realize this? So then Axios led to this thing from Fidelity. Sorry, I'm moving around. I'm just catching my breath and it just pisses me off, so I had to talk about this real quick. And Fidelity says, oh my goodness, Americans aren't ready to retire. You're like, how do you get that there, Fidelity? And so I'm reading the whole article. Not one time do they say what their terminology for retirement readiness is. I'm sure if you click on the link and dive deeper, and you can. But I'm on my now second article about Americans are not ready to retire, and neither our article states exactly what retirement readiness means. Well, we know what it's going to mean. 70% of pre-retirement income, maybe 80%, depending on which firm you're with. I can't remember what Fidelity does. And we know that's freaking stupid. It's stupid. Drives me insane. And I don't know what Fidelity's using here today. I haven't looked at it. I looked at it. I know what it's going to be. It's going to say you need 70% of your pre-retirement income to be satisfactory, ready for retirement. And of course, what does Fidelity say to do? Save more. Assess your investment risk and reevaluate. So I'm not ready to retire because Axios, the guy from ARP, says 59% of Americans don't have access to an employer plan through work, and Fidelity our solution is to save more. Okay. Assess your investment risk. Okay. And reevaluate. Woo! That's freaking great work there, Fidelity. Save more. I love how always save more is the first priority of these guys. Save more. By the way, do it with us. Yeah, we only have $10.3 trillion of assets under management. Trust me, do it. Now, look, I'm not here to bash Fidelity. The whole thing is freaking stupid. The idea that most Americans are unprepared for retirement, it's so freaking stupid. And I'm sitting there thinking, so what are we supposed to do other than saving more? Because a lot of us, like me, we don't have enough cash flow to just throw an extra $5,000 a year into retirement there, Fidelity. So what do? Oh, maybe what we do is we look at our expenditures. And we do this thing called consumption smoothing, i.e., when you're raising a family, you're going to spend a hell of a lot more than when you're retired with no kids and empty nesters. That's just a fact, Jack. You know why? Because kids cost a lot of money. I got I've had 4 kids, 4 with braces, massive amounts of broken bones. We got 2 right now in braces. So we've had braces for probably the last 15 years, all right? Maybe 10 years, something. Maybe 15, because Maddie's 22. 15, probably not 7. We've had braces for at least 10 years on at least one kid. All right. When we hit retirement, we're not going to have braces for at least one kid. We had health insurance for all of us for a family of 6. When we hit retirement, we're not going to have health insurance for a family of 6. We have cars. 4 cars. When we hit retirement, we're not going to have 4 cars to insure and to insure with teenage drivers. When we retire, we're not going to have a house that can house 6 people, which means a whole lot more freaking property taxes in Fulton County, Georgia, which is a high expense place to live in Georgia, one of the highest, if not the highest, for property tax. We won't have all that. So let's just put in realistic terms. So I hit retirement. I don't have all these expenses. I have my mortgages paid off. What are my biggest expenses? Well, we don't have 6 mouths to feed and food. That's a big one, especially 2 teenage boys who eat me out of house and home. Let's see, what else? We don't have apparel to buy for my kids because they grow. Both my boys are now taller than me, and they grow up freaking like weeds. So I got to buy freaking new shoes like every week. All that's gone. Crazy. It might be so crazy that instead of focusing on how much I'm saving, we can focus on consumption smoothing. That I don't have extra money to save right now, Fidelity, but once the kids are out of the house, I'm going to have a whole lot of extra money to save. You know why? Because it's consumption smoothing. I spend here while I'm raising my family, building my home equity, and then when the kids are out and we don't have to build the home equity anymore because we downsize, we pay the mortgage, then we can start saving a little bit more because we'll spend less. It's crazy how that works, but no one's ready to retire. Full of crap, dude. Yeah, I got some oceanfront property in Arizona for you, if you believe that crap. We'll see you.